think I'm live. I hope I'm live. Hopefully I'm live. I am Devin, half of Dads and Dice, and I am here today to do another solo playthrough. Today playing Messina. Whoops, that's not the top of the box. Messina 1347. This is a game by Vladimir Suchy, and honestly, I had not heard of it until Paul got this game. I thought it looked fun, so here I am trying to solo it. Sorry, just making sure I have everything set up right. Okay, I see Pat, so things must be good here. Okay, yeah, I'm excited to play this one. It is what to me feels like a typical Vladimir Suchy game. 18 turns, or excuse me, 6 rounds, 3 turns in each. You can earn some bonus actions to try and do some more stuff. I'm going to be going up some tracks. I'm not sure if it's tight resources or not. I can't. I will figure that out as I play. But yeah, I don't know. Seems pretty sweet. Yeah. So Dennis, welcome. I didn't have an intro. You guys noticed that. Just got straight to it, and that is because I don't have things set up correctly. So it's good enough that we're here. So I'm going to run through the game. The game is going to be played over 6 rounds. The theme of the game is some boats are coming over, bringing the Black Plague and killing off Europe. And we, as good, rich nobles, are going to try to exploit the citizens for victory points. That is the theme. I think we're like saving them, but they are worth victory points and we want to collect money and stuff, so I think we're exploiting them. Just me. So I'll do the beginning setup of the round, and then I'll explain the game from there because I didn't do all of setup yet. So round 1, a boat arrives. I draw the top boat here. From the stack, place the boat tile in one of the dock spaces face up. Draw the top docking tile from its stack to determine which dock gets the boat. So the dock that's getting it is this dock right here. And it comes with a plague cube because it is bringing the plague to Europe. We spin the population wheel. We got a defective wheel. Not really a defective wheel. It came with rivets, and we got 2 of the mail-ins, so did not work correctly. So spun that. So this tells us where we are going to add the plague. So anywhere that there is a rat standing up, which looks like it is here, and here, and here, and these tiles were randomly sorted, and it looks like that's it. There can be, I can probably just show this wheel and it'd be easier. There can either be a rat standing, a rat facing left, or a rat facing right. We're going to put nuns in all of the pink areas. These are going to be citizens that we are attempting to rescue. So we got to rescue us some nuns. I'm going to assume these are farmers. I don't know their names. Farmers in the white areas, so there and there. And what are these? Huntsmen. These got to be huntsmen in the orange areas. And that's it. And then we do gameplay. So our turns are simple, and it is spelled out on this little card here. So what we're going to do is we start with our workers off of the board. So first round's a bit unique. We're going to, place our workers wherever. And then every round from there, we actually use our workers from the board. They can move 1 space for free, or we pay coins to make them move separate spaces, and then whatever space they land on is the action they do. So the first thing you do is you place a worker. I'm just going to say I'm going to place it there. And then number 2 is you will rescue whatever citizen is there. So in this case, it's the little huntsman guy. There's this green little huntsman area, so you can place him in any of the 6 little windows, and that will be for an action later to activate for kind of a free bonus action. The third thing you can do is if you are somewhere that has a plague cube, you can use fire to destroy the plague cube. If you do, you get a bump up this track, and if you can actually destroy more than one, if there is more than one there, but you get a bump up that track. If you don't, and there are, yep, George, rats, if you don't, and there is plague still remaining in your spot, you will get a rat. And it's a pretty sweet little rat token. It's not sweet in what it does. It's a lot of negative points. I don't know that it's exponential, but the more you get, the more negative points it is at the end of the game. And there's no way to remove rats. So once you get rats, that's it. So, and then number 4. So that's kind of all the stuff you do when you place your worker. And then the last thing you do is you are actually going to do the action of the space that you are on. The actions are all relatively simple. Actually, I have a cool little chart here, right? Gaining coin, gaining lumber, gaining fire, gaining major fire. Moving up this scroll track, which is an in-game victory points. Moving up one of these tracks. Upgrading citizens, so these citizens can flip over to an upgraded side where they can do more powerful things. Getting victory points. Moving this. So I'll talk about that one. So when you move, if I go here or here or here, I can move these. When you move these along, you then activate and get to do the actions kind of along in their path. So this one will do green ones. And when you come to the second space, you kind of choose which path you're going to do. So the first space is either or. This is like anything here, anything here. Anyone here, anyone here, anyone here, anyone here type of thing. So it's just free bonus actions is the best way to explain it. You could, we don't have it yet. Oh yeah, we do right there. You could advance any of, those are called overseers. There is going to be some spots that I don't see yet where we get to actually upgrade our overseers. You flip them over, you get to do even more little bonus actions. You can take one of your lieutenants. Actually, the only way to do this is out on this board here. So when you come to this spot in the track, we start with 3 workers called lieutenants. You can have up to 5 in the game, just extra actions. This symbol here, take an immediate action. It's over there. Building a workshop, cabin, or improvement. So the building location here allows you to build any of these things here, the cost being on the left. So it looks like most cost, well, they all cost either lumber or gold. So the first one I'll talk about is these workshops. So let's say, what worker did I have? This guy here. Let's say I had this worker here. I took this workshop here, so I paid 2 lumber. I can always take guys from my city and I can put them to work in the workshops. And then every production, which is at the end of each round, I get this right here. This symbol here means it could either take a regular or a leveled up worker, either one. Yeah, that's how the workshops are. They're just like additional income. At round 5, these will no longer be income things. They will be instant benefits. The next thing to talk about is these buildings here. So I mentioned we pick up the worker and we put it in our city. However, had I gone to this spot here, this worker is actually where the plague is, so he's going to be in quarantine. So we have 4 little quarantine huts here, and you put the worker in quarantine where they're going to last 2 rounds. The first round is the one they place it, then the second round would be next round, and then the third round they're no longer sick, or they're okay, or they survived, whatever the case is, and then you move them into your city. You can upgrade your quarantine huts to then they produce as long as they have somebody there. So it's putting the sick workers to work. Again, I told you this game is actually about exploiting the people that got the plague. My interpretation. It's probably not actually the interpretation. Wagons. I thought we started with a wagon. I'm certain we started with a wagon. Wagons. So you can buy additional wagons. Wagons are how we are going to repopulate. I assume Messina is the city. Messina. That's going to be my assumption. So I'm certain. No, you know what? We don't start with a wagon. I'm going to check. Maybe we don't. Anyway, you have to use a wagon in order to actually repopulate the city. When you repopulate it, you pay this additional cost. So it's actually, you're going to be taking the workers you have collected, putting it there, and, scoring victory points is ultimately it is. Everything that is yellow is victory points in this game. The game was building, was complex. This makes it look like a Fisher-Price game. Pat, that's just what I have to play, I guess. Repopulating. This time you cannot use one wagon. So we will have to, I'll have to buy a wagon before I can repopulate. That's it. And that was building. Honestly, probably easier if I just start playing. I think this worker was here. Yeah, it was in the orange. And that's it. So it has this really cool first player mechanic that you are not going to get to see in the solo game. But I am going to explain it because I think it's pretty cool. In the solo game, I go first, he goes first, or I'm not actually even playing an opponent. It's just to beat your own score. But I go first, the opponent goes first, so on. In the multiplayer game, every round, the first player is based on something different. So I think it's a random first round. The second round, it's the furthest on this cathedral track. The third round, it's the furthest on this, it's not a flame track, can't remember what it's called, popularity track. The fourth round, it is the person with the most victory points. The fifth round, it is the person with the most of this track. And then the last round is back to the cathedral track. Anyway, I just think that's pretty cool that there's, I don't know, I assume the first player changes. I don't know, I think it's cool. So that's it. What did I do? So these symbols here basically tell us like what we're gonna do during our cleanup stuff. I'll probably still have to look at the book, just make sure I don't screw it up. Over here has a symbol of 1 fire. It only takes 1 fire in order to put out the plague cubes. In the last 2 rounds of the game, it takes 2 fire, and you score some victory points for it. So that's it. It's beat your own score. Literally all it says about score is a good score is 130 points. That is the sentence for the score. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do. I don't even know I'm going to be scoring points. Getting on tracks is good. I like me some workers. So this is like just a free bump up there. Probably not the best. What all can I do? And there's something about you can go to the dock and I think you clear the plague on there and you take the boat. Sounds right to me. But I want to make sure. Choosing a boat. Choose a boat, move your lieutenant. You may even go to the dock. It's already been visited. Fight the plague cube. Place the boat in your state. Gain coins or score points as indicated on the boat tile. After taking the tile, if you now have an even number of boats, you may advance one of your overseers. Okay. And I think I started with exactly nothing. Yes. It tells me here, I forget, in the back of the book. Starting player order compensation. Player 1, nothing. Player 2, 1 point. Player 3, 1 coin. Player 4, 1 point, 1 coin. So I gotta go earn it all the hard way. So I mean, this spot seems good. It is a lumber and a fire. And I need fire to kill the plague stuff. I feel like I'm not going to do much this round. Come get 2 lumber and what does that do for me? What if I got 2 lumber and then place the none? Oh, I want to do a lot. I could build, but I like me some income. You know what, I'm just going to go here. So I'm going to stand this up, put him here. I'm going to bring this little, what did I say he was? Axeman? Wood crafter? I could, let's put him on this build. Let's put him on that build side, okay? So I placed him, I rescued. There's no plague to fight, which is good because I have no fire. And now I do the action, which is literally just getting a lumber and a flame token. And that is it. So then for them, I am just going to flip this over and it is going to tell me the tile they are going to go on, which is this one here. And then they remove the person, whoops, and the plague cube. I can't remember, I think the plague cube goes back into the supply. There's only a limited number, so I gotta make sure. Supposing removes one of them and advances 1 space on the registry. They go there. Remove any citizen token from the hex, return to supply. It doesn't say that about the plague cube, so I'm gonna put it back over here because there is a limited number, so if we ever can't place them, you just don't place them. And that is it. Now, I want to build stuff. Let's go. I don't even know. Like, there's so few actions, I just don't quite know. So I could technically, like, move this overseer. And do that build that way. That seems better. So I'm going to move. I'm going to go here. Oh, I see. Those spaces, though, you don't get to rescue anyone. Okay. Take it back. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take this huntsman. I truly don't know if that's their names. Place him here. I'm going to maybe that's not right. Because I want to build something sweet. but I don't know what. So I could come here, get even more lumber, and then I could come here and build the huntsman. It's just 1 point, but it is 1 point. Well, what if I build man, I actually have no idea. I guess I'm just gonna come get 2 wood. I'm gonna rescue this nun. Put her on this little fire spot. Come get 2 wood, and that is it for my turn. Kind of like my score in underwater cities, a consistent 79. Okay, he is going to, so he would actually come to this spot. So I just keep drawing until it's somewhere that he can go. I know there's not another B tile. A, he is going to block the church spot here. And I guess I just come here. I rescue this guy. Now it kind of doesn't matter. Let's do that. And then I'm going to build. I'm going to build, I think, this here for 2 wood. Then I can always move people from here over into this, but once they're here permanently. And I think that's it. And then I just do wherever he's going to go. There's no C tile A. Wait, that one is covered. Here. No, here. Okay, that's it. That's the first round of the game. Hopefully the next one we get. So, only thing I wish is this game had a flow chart, and it does not. End of round. End of round. So, we are going to do production. Usually players can't do it simultaneously. So, we would produce our cabins, but I have nobody in quarantine nor an updated cabin. Workshop, I do have this, so I get 1 point and 1 coin. Hopefully that's good. Quarantine, we'd move our people in quarantine right. Then we're going to set up for the next round. So we are going to advance this. Any lieutenants standing are going to be laying. So when they're laying down, they don't actually block spots. It's just now I can only move 1 space from where they are. Probably should have thought about that, didn't. I'm going to remove citizen tokens from hexes that have plague cubes. So this guy died, and so did this guy. They did not survive the plague. Check round info table to see which register has priority in this round. Oh, that would be this, which is seeing who's first player. Doesn't matter, it just switches in a solo. Draw a new dock tile. So, whoops. It is going to go to this dock here, bringing with it the plague. Using the last dock tile in all three spaces, docks are full. Place a boat. Add the next hex tile to Messina. So we then add a new action spot and we go clockwise from the dock that just came in. So it's just another spot to go. This one gives wood and gold. And if it's beginning around 5, we would clear these. And that's it. And I screwed up, but he should have, like, removed this from this stack. What else did he go to? Let me see. He went there, so he cleared this one. And that was the first space he goes, so he didn't clear anything. And I need to see if he reshuffles his. Place unused opposing lieutenants on the indicator. Keep drawing until you find an available. I assume I reshuffle it. I don't know that it says, but I'm going to reshuffle it anyway. Yeah, so that was one round. Pretty quick. I scored exactly 1 point and am not much better off than I started. So at least, well, maybe. I don't know. I have resources. We'll see. I did see on BGG somebody made these into cards. And I now understand why. I literally, this exact second, realized why, and it is because that's kind of a pain to shuffle. Okay, and we need to infect. So we're going to infect with any rat facing left, the new place, this place, this one, this one. That's it. We're going to put nuns in the white places. Other guys in the brown. And huntsman in the pink. Did 2 go? Sorry. I don't actually know. I probably should have read these reminder rules. There's talking about tips. I don't ever really remember reading about if multiple people are there. Rescue the citizen if there is one, and take the citizen to your state. So it says the citizen, which makes me think that there cannot be more than one. For each of the 3 citizens, add 1 of each side to the matching color wheel. Rescue the citizen. Oh, I apologize. I promise I read this. At the end of the round, all protection. Plague cubes. Add citizen tokens as explained on page 7. You're now ready. You're supposed in 2 separate steps. Add citizen tokens as explained on page 7. You are now ready to play the next round. You cannot add. So maybe there can be multiple. For each of the 3, add 1 citizen to that type to each hex that matches the color shown. And then on your turn, rescuing a citizen, everything makes this seem like it's singular, so I'm not going to put one there. Hopefully that's right, but it's here. Yeah. Just because it's all saying rescue the citizen and making it seem like it is a singular thing. And anyway, I think now we're ready to play the next round. Yes. And then the game ends at round 6. So that is one round. It is to them first. They are going to block this one. Take this, gain one of these, take that guy from the game. Okay. I could buy, I guess something like this that gives me a fire and a point each round. Let's think. This guy here can only move 1 space, so he could move to get fire. Yeah, I'm going to move him here. I'm going to rescue this nun. I guess let's put her here. I'm going to pay the fire to remove this cube, going here and getting a coin. And then I will get a fire. And that is my action. He is going to go to this one and just remove that. Okay. And then I could come here, moving this thing. Rescuing yet another nun. But also allowing me to build. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move. They both technically can move there. Let's move. I'm just going to move this one here. Rescue this nun. Place her here. Get a coin. And then I can move either of these. Let's move this one. And do the build. And I will build this workshop for 1 wood. And I'll put this nun in it. Okay. That was my second action. There shouldn't be any tile C's yet. He is going to go here and remove that cube and just get a bump here. And then remove this. Okay. So my last guy is this guy. I'm going to go here and take this guy, put him here. And then I just get a coin and a flame. And that's it. That is the second round, of which I scored no points. So I'm off to a great start so far. End of round, I get to do productions, so I get a coin and a point. Here I get a flame. I'm going to advance this. Remove citizen tokens that have plague cubes. You. Draw the next dock. Bringing its plague. Place the next this tile here. rotate this. All rats facing right. That's it. Okay. Nuns go on the blue. These little woodsmen go on the white. And the huntsmen go on the orange. Okay. There's only 4 rounds to go. I need to figure stuff out. Yeah, that's it. Okay, then it is over to me first. And I really don't know what I'm doing here. Oh. So I probably need to buy a wagon, and I probably need to attempt to repopulate the city. I assume. These are like big point numbers. Maybe I get an extra worker for 4 rounds. I can do that. So what I can do is I think this is advance 1 overseer of your choice with the option to skip 1 step on the path. I think I'm going to use this person to go here. I'm going to rescue this nun. She is in a plagued area, so she is going to go here. I do have a fire token, so I'm going to destroy this plague here, getting a bump there, which gives me a bump there. Oh, and then I do the action, which is another bump there. I think. Okay. We don't have that, but we got that, so he is going to go to this space. Now, laying down people don't block, so he does get to go there. Removes that plague cube, does a little bump there. So, as an anytime action, you can pay an amount of coins equal to the amount of workers you have. So I have 3 workers. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, to bump a track. And so now I get another one of my workers. It will be the last one I place, so I have to use the ones out here first. And what I think I want to do is I want to use this one. I'm going to take this guy to quarantine, use another fire, and remove that cube. And then I'm going to build for 2 coins this little quarantine hut. So now they produce fire and money. And I think the solo, what round is this? This is round 3. They're still using 3 people. Next round, they'll start using 4 people. So I guess I'm on pace there. They are going to this one. Okay, this guy can go get lumber and money. Okay, so if I go here, yeah, I'm going to go here. I'm going to rescue this guy, and he is going to go in quarantine. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Okay, so he's going in quarantine. Spinning this last fire here to get rid of that, which bumps this. And then, so technically when you receive these rewards, you do them during the action part. It's kind of a weird thing. So I can do this hex action and this and in any order. Now that is important because I want to collect the money and the wood. And then I'm going to move this one here. And so this is pointing to this zone. So yeah, that's how it works. Yes, this is specific to those. This is the entire zone. So I'm going to do this build action. And I am going to spend 1 lumber to upgrade this quarantine hut here. And then it's him. Gonna go to the church and take this person. And then I now have this worker. And I have no idea what this person's gonna do for me. I do know what this person's going to do for me. I'm going to go here. I'm going to rescue this guy who is going to go to the build. Double money. Double money sounds good. I think. He's going to go there. And then I get to upgrade a worker. And I want to upgrade this nun here. So now that she is upgraded, I will get both of these effects here. And that's it. That is all of my actions. So end of round, we go to production. First, we're going to do our quarantine cabins. So here I'm going to get a fire, 2 gold, and a point. And then we go to our workshops. So here is going to now be 2 gold. That, a point, and a fire. And now that this is upgraded, when she's put to work, she also gets a point. So there's that. Okay. Then we move our quarantine tokens from the left to the right. So next turn they'll come onto my board. And then we just advance. That's half the game so far. Yep, advance, lay all the lieutenants down. He is going to be using 4 this round. Well, hello, Borden Box, and yeah, welcome from CT, Connecticut, I think. If so, it's getting late there, but welcome. Okay, laid everybody down. Remove the citizen tokens from the hexes that have plagues. There. Bring in the next boat. After using the last docking tile in the stack, shuffle all 4 together. That is, yep, these, so, okay. Bring in the last boat. Oh, I guess in a multiplayer game, more than 1 boat could come out. That's why. So this is going to this spot here. Bring in its plague. Bring in the next tile here. So this is bumping up your scrolls, which is end game victory points for various different things that I have not been doing. So this is going to be for your warehouses and quarantine things, max of 6, probably the one I should bump up. This is for collected boats. This is for your repopulated districts. Brought in the next one and then do our quarantine. So any rat standing nuns are going to the pink. Huntsman, not huntsman, woodscrafter guys are going to the blue. And huntsmen are going to the white. That already has one. White, white. Yep, that's it. Okay. Oh. We're going to do this twice. Add citizen tokens as it's playing. You're not ready to play. The plague has begun to abate. Right here. In rounds marked with this icon, rotate the wheel 1 more time and add plague cubes again. So we were supposed to add plague cubes a 2nd time to all the ones facing left. So, don't know. Oh, I think I dropped for a second. Hopefully it's all good. Board and box, that's very cool. Coming from Connecticut. Appreciate you stopping by. Okay, he is first this round. I don't know how I'm doing. I feel like, well, here's the thing. I guess dang near all the victory points are at the end, so there's that. Okay. So he is first. Gonna put it on a single fire here. Move this and this. Now, I only have 2 plague cubes over here, so if you ever need to populate and you can't because of being out of plague cubes, you just don't. Plague just doesn't spread. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need a wagon so I can repopulate things. To get a wagon, I'm gonna need wood. I think, yeah, they always cost 2 wood. I mean, I guess I just come here. The downside is I mean, maybe I want to keep going to this scroll place too because I want this multiplier to be up there, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. So if I get a max of 6, it's 24 points. I'm not close to the 130 I need. So my options are like I go over here, get a double fire. I get 2 wood. I need to build a wagon. I need to build a wagon. But then it's like, if I build it this round, can I really actually also afford to repopulate? I guess certain places I can. I guess let's try it. Let's go. I'm going to go here. I am going to, what is first? I rescue. Yeah, I rescue this lady and I put her in quarantine. I also have to consider now I can't put anyone else in quarantine. I'm going to spend 2 fire to beat both of these cubes. It's 1, 2, which means I get a wood. And then I'm going to do the action and I get 2 wood. Okay. He is going to go to the spot I wanted to finish. It's okay. He's going to go there. Just take this. Go here. I am going to then go I'm then going to go here. And get this double fire. I think that's my best case. He is going to go here. And then I think I want to build I really want to build here. It's most points, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go, nope. I'm a coin short of what I want to do. Maybe I just take a rat? Oh, this is what I can do. I can come here. I can rescue this nun. There. I can get a coin. And I can move a disc. I'm going to move this one. So I'm going to do this build action. And now I'm going to spend 2 wood to build this wagon. Which I'm not exactly sure where it goes. I'm going to put it there. I also realize there's a spot for wood. Coins, fire, rats. Okay. I'm going to do that. I think that's my whole turn. Yeah. And then, let's see, they are going to go here. Just take that guy. And now I'm going to go here and First move's free. Oh, no, I can't go there. Look, that's worth 19 points. That's worth 16 points. 14 points. I'm just going to come here. All right, I'm going to come here. I'm going to use... Oh, I'm going to rescue the nun. Which I'm really not sure about. We'll go there. I'm going to use this double fire. And so it means I can take out... Or I don't remember what they call it. A big flame. Major fire token. I can take out the fire there and one place adjacent. It's really not super helpful going there, but that's what I'm going to do. Those two. I get 2 here. 1, 2. Now I have options. I could move this and attempt to get another worker here. Could also, no, I haven't done that track at all. I've got to do this one. Forget that bottom track. Yeah, I have no chance of, I should do this because I can eventually get some points for it. Okay, I'm going to do that bottom track. And then, I haven't done this yet, but normally I've been doing the hex action, which is in here, but instead I am going to do the repopulate action. So I'm going to flip this wagon, showing that I've used it. And then I'm going to place one of these here. Oh, I have to spend 2 coins. A nun. A nun. And my wood guy. And I've repopulated this place. And so now, I think it's like anytime somebody goes there, I get 2 points. Repopulate. Cost, tiles. Whenever that hex is chosen by any player's lieutenant, including yours, you may immediately score 2 points as depicted on the repopulate tile. Whenever that hex gets a disease cube, you gain 1 rat. So it's like, says something about you're like tied to the fate of that place. But it is worth 12 points too. Okay, that is all 4 of my actions. So we're going back to the end of the round production. So we're going to do our quarantine houses. So these are still filled, even though they're about to not be. So I'm going to get a flame, 2 money. I'm also moving this back where I know where it is. 2 money and a point.